Ladies and gentlemen, you know where you're at. This is your host with the most. How's everybody doing out there? If you're new here, welcome. Truly glad everybody stopped by. Okay, let's get into some things, things you don't normally see. Okay, been had it for a minute. Just play with it every now and then. That sounded kind of weird, but sometimes, just get into it, see what it's got going on. Let's get into it, man. Nothing fresh. I know this is one of the favorites, back then. But we got something for you. Let's go through it real quick. No widgets, no nothing. If you guys are familiar, with this, with the Wiz, you're gonna know what it is, okay? Like I said, no widgets. We got everything on in sub menu for each section. No run-ons and things like that. I'm not gonna take too many ticks with this one. I was just trying to put it out because I know it hasn't been out. All right. Let's go on the system. Whenever you guys get to any setup, please allow it a few ticks so it can do what it do. Okay? No need to rush into it and mess things up or hinder things from happening. Check this interface out real quick. Make sure. Let's make sure everything's updated. Everything's updated and ready to go. Okay? Before I do that, you know what? Let's go on the skin settings, see what we got in here. Okay, enable autocomplete. I always talk about this feature. This feature right here is a very underrated feature, I feel, for setups. Gives you a virtual keyboard and enables autocomplete. Sometimes it's already incorporated in the setup, but sometimes you have to get it. Now we have to get it. Let's go ahead and get it. All right. Now it's really important that after you get it, you turn it on. Okay. And that's simple and plain. Let me see. Nothing else here. Now we can go into system. Let's get in the system. Let's go here. We know everything's updated. Video player input stream. I always like to have my input stream adaptive enabled and my RTMP input. I have tried it without actually the RTMP input, and it's just no good for me. Sometimes it was no good for me even without the input stream adaptive, but I might contact the developer and they might be like, man, I put it in there and it's in the background. And I can tell by the way that things work when these two things are on and when they're in the background, because I've been doing it so long. Now normally you will have to enable the input stream adaptive. You will have to enable that. And sometimes the RTMP input is not here. Real easy to get, but before I go there, just don't install some of this stuff, people, okay, just because I'm saying it. Always find things to be fact out for yourself. Try using it without it and see how it works for you. It might work for you. It just doesn't work for me. But you can long press and get the information on things like this, okay, and you can Google anything, all right? You can get the information on it. Now let's go ahead and get the RTMP input. Real simple. All you have to do is go to install from repo and then go to all repos. And once you're in all repos, you want to go right back to the video player input stream, and then you just want to enable it. Okay? Simple and plain. The next thing I want to touch on here is player. Okay, now this is a very important feature for me also. Always make sure too, you guys are an expert. All right. And what we want to focus on is here. But before I go down, I want everybody to get a mental picture of how this stuff looks, because you want your setup to always mimic this. Okay. But what I want to focus on here is enable HQ scalers for scaling above. Me personally, I like mine's on 100 for all the devices, 3 gigabytes and up. Okay, 3 gigabytes and up. Currently on the Shield, and this works perfect for me. All right. Now your medium devices, your Fire TVs and cubes, as well as your NVIDIA tubes, like to kind of have mine's on 50 or 60. Okay, straight like that. Medium device, small end devices, I tend to like to have it on 20 or 30. By default, it does come on 20. Okay. Now, the thing about this that I've learned, okay, and you might have some people to tell you, oh no, that's not it. The thing that I've learned is it differs whether you're using a hardline in Ethernet or Wi-Fi. Sometimes people might have a lot of devices connected to Wi-Fi, and you're just not getting the signal that you want. It depends on your Wi-Fi speed and everything, but this is very key. You must check this every time you get to a setup. You don't want to have something set up not for your device. Okay. Now, if I had a medium device and I was on Wi-Fi, would I have it on 60? No, I would not. I probably would try 40, and if that was working well, I would bump it up slowly. Okay, even if you start with 60 and it's working well, you might could bump it up. You understand what I'm saying? So be sure to check on this section each and every time you guys get a setup. It is very important. I'm gonna tell you guys the truth, man. There's nothing else to do here. I mean, it's nothing wrong with this. Like I said, I play with this a lot, and sometimes, I just don't need all the clutter. This is probably the only thing that I haven't experienced right here, this one. But as far as everything else, good to go. Let's go on into the wizard. Nothing else to do here. Okay. Once we're in the wizard, the first thing that I like to do, okay, and the only thing that I will do, and I actually do this before I even get to setup, I like to go into maintenance. So I actually do this before I even get to setup. Okay, this last step I'm showing you guys, I actually do this way before I even get to setup. Okay. And especially, when you're on somebody's Wiz, you can do this. So what I do is I go for a total cleanup. I clean all. Sometimes you might have to back out. Okay. Oh, no, I didn't have to back out there. I can't find it. Hold on. Ew. Oh, system tweaks and fixes. We want to go down to system tweaks and fixes. And what we want to do is actually go to quick configure advanced settings. Every wizard is different. This is an old wizard also. All right. Okay. Now, the first two you really don't have to worry about. I have started bumping my read buffer factor up to 10 for my device. But if you guys don't really know what's going on with that, just leave it what it is. What we want to focus on here is buffer mode. Now, by default, it comes in on 2. Okay. Me personally, I like to have it on 1. right? You guys have seen a couple of videos. I'm with it on one. Whatever you should choose to do, okay, one or two, just don't forget to write the file, people, okay? Now, after you write the file, all you have to do is restart your setup, and you should have a decent experience, okay? Let me know how you guys like this one, man. If you get a chance, like, share, and subscribe, but most of all, comment. Don't forget to hit the notification bells, people. As always, I'm hoping you're having a blessed, peaceful, and a productive day. Love and peace for all. Never forget it is good to be good, and it is bad to be bad. I'm going to see you guys on the next one. Let's try to stay safe out there, y'all. Peace.